Hi everyone, and welcome back to the Lattice panel discussion. My name is Erin Mayorino, and I'm the Director of Content Marketing here at Lattice. And I'm very excited today to not only host our panel here, but to also be coming to you live from Embedded World 2023. Just this Monday, Lattice announced 2 solution stack updates just in time for this event. And also on the show floor, we're demonstrating our latest technologies that are out there. Today, we're going to discuss those updates as well as how we help system designers and developers accelerate application development with solution stacks. We're joined by Hussein, Ashish, and Carl from each segment team to talk about these details. Welcome, y'all.
Hello.
Welcome. So please introduce yourself and let us know how you're enjoying Embedded World this year. Hussein, we'll start with you.
All right, so it's really good to be in the show. After a few years of not being here, it's been amazing to see all kinds of folks here. My name is Hussein Osman. I'm part of the Lattice team. I've been at Lattice for about 6 years, and I'm part of the team that brings together the sensAI solution stack.
Ashish, how's your Embedded World going?
Yeah, so this is my first Embedded World, and I've been having a great time in Embedded World. It's really amazing what I see. And a little bit about myself, I'm Ashish Bansal. I'm managing the communication, marketing, and strategy for wireline and wireless. I've worked on architecting and designing a lot of future, like past generations of wireless networks. And then most recently, I was doing the 5G ORAN design and deployment in US. So here I am.
Awesome. And Carl, how's your day going so far?
It was great, so welcome to my town. So I'm Carl Waxman, Principal System Architect from Lattice, working with my colleagues together on different solutions, and I'm looking forward to get more customer meetings.
That's awesome. And speaking of those customers, we hear from a lot of people who are starting their development journey in the FPGA space, and it can be, somewhat intimidating to learn about FPGAs, and it requires some potentially extensive training. So Hussein, I'd like to ask you, do you think this is true? And can you kind of walk us through some of the requirements as one starts out their FPGA development path, and what are some requirements to get started?
So at Lattice, we try to make it as easy as possible to get started with our FPGAs. We provide solution stacks. These are solutions on top of our silicon, software content that allows users to get started quickly. It includes hardware boards for debugging and building solutions, acceleration IP and engines, software tools, reference design, demos, examples. And if the customer needs additional help, they can get help through our Lattice design services.
Oh, that's amazing to hear. And with all this, we have a variety of solution stacks that are out there. For communications, we have ORAN, we have embedded vision with mVision that's out there, industrial automation with Automate, server and data center with Sentry. So I would like to kind of get y'all's opinions on what are the benefits to these solution stacks. Ashish, we'll start with you in ORAN.
Definitely. So with ORAN, as we know, there's a massive scale disaggregation happening in the wireless networks. And ORAN is a new evolving and emerging area where a lot of telcos worldwide are focusing on. And with what Lattice has embraced very closely is we are introducing, and we have launched a solution stack earlier, 1.0, happened last year, for providing the security of the wire in ORAN networks. Most recently during MWC, a couple of weeks ago, we have launched 1.1 for providing timing and synchronization 1588 solutions in the ORAN networks. And then we are working in the future, near future, to launch the acceleration, low power acceleration solutions for the ORAN.
Awesome. And Hussein, kind of walk us through sensAI and mVision, what it has to offer.
Yeah, so sensAI is our solution stack for AI acceleration. It's our oldest solution stack. We introduced that back in 2018, and the stack is fairly mature with many components to it at this point. We provide AI acceleration engine as the core for the solution stack, as well as examples of applications for AI, like object detection, object classification, keyword detection. On the mVision side, it's our solution stack for embedded vision application. And you find IP for bridging image sensors into other system parts. You also find IPs and engines like ISP for improving the quality of imaging. So sensAI and mVision work together very well in many systems where vision is used.
That's amazing to hear. And Carl, kind of tell us the benefits of Automate and Sentry.
So Automate was released today, and we are showing their OT and ID communication for factories or smart factories. IT connected to the cloud, we are sending over UPC UA and MQTT data into the cloud, and have also the field level control in real time over our Ethernet buses, and we are running there also protocols. And in the middle you have then the predictive maintenance up and running. And if you have the connection to the cloud and to the sensors, you need also security, and there is the Sentry stack, and with the Sentry stack we make the communication secure as root of trust, and can build more or less a trusted environment for IT communication and also OT communication. And this brings us to a really trusted environment in this smart factory implementations.
That's great. And Carl, we've been talking, off and on throughout the day, and you've mentioned industry standards a couple of times. So what are these industry standards really aiming for out there, and what do companies need to do to adhere to that?
So in the past, in the brownfield installation, you have all the different kinds of industrial communication, and you have no standard there. Now we have the time to move everything to an IEEE standard with time-sensitive network, with a standardized OPCOA protocol, and with this we can enable a machine-to-machine communication, a machine-to-cloud, and also machine to the sensor side, for example, so Hussein's sensAI implementation. And this brings us more capabilities and more data into the cloud. And we're using also technologies, 1588, for example, in our protocols. And I think you were using also 1588 in your applications, is right?
Most definitely, and actually I'll build on what just Carl mentioned. So 1588 PTP is a standard which is promoted by IEEE, and this is widely used, and its need of this standard is increasing because we are going into the ORAN disaggregated networks, and all the components in the network needs to be very tightly synchronized, time synchronized to each other. So we introduced that 1.1 recently during the MWC, which I was talking about. So that's where we are.
Awesome. And Hussein, how does that kind of fold into that AI industry trends out there?
So on the AI side, for years we've seen movement of compute from the cloud into the edge. More and more capable edge devices that are able to handle similar efficiency and provide the same performance that you're used to for applications that happens in the cloud, but right on the edge devices. And FPGAs are one of those devices that can keep up with the fast-changing world of AI models and able to implement solutions efficiency within the FPGA device.
And so how do FPGAs, especially low-power FPGAs, which of course Lattice is the leader in, how do those fit into these standards, and how do developers really take advantage and benefit from this lower power?
Yeah, in a lot of applications, designers are challenged either thermally or because devices are actually battery powered, and they're looking for devices to create solutions that are low power. So FPGAs, for example, our latest FPGA that we introduced in December, Avant, these devices, we showed a demo here, running a significant workload, a mobile net style network running at 480 by 288 processing resolution, running at 77 frames per second, right on the device at 1.6 watts. So those type of devices provide the opportunity to run significant amount of compute at a great power envelope.
And Carl, how are these? Why do the automate and factory automation out there? Why do these applications require these low-power FPGAs?
So, think about your factories. It's a rough environment. You have heat there. You have a lot of dust there. And if you have fans, for example, you blow the dust in your system, and it's not working anymore. You need maintenance then. So with our device, with the low power, you can really box it, and you need no cooling concept. And with this, you're saving money. You're saving dollars on the installation, and with this you have also a longer lifetime because you're not stressing the devices with overheating and stuff like this. So it's a must-have. It's not a nice feature, it's a must-have.
And why is this a must-have for our communications out there?
Yeah, so what my colleagues mentioned for their stacks, it's very much applicable in the telco also. So telcos, there is a green telco revolution which is happening. As the service providers, they are actually investing a lot of money, running the networks, running the cell site hardware, the equipment around it. That's where the low power of FPGA comes in. It's very important for the service provider to save their OpEx running this network. So the low power of FPGA, another advantage of running the FPGA, which is needed when the ORAN networks, is the flexibility, the programmability aspect of the FPGA, which is needed because we are seeing an evolving trend of the standards, evolving trend of the technology, and that's where the program flexibility of the FPGA comes into play.
And you know what? We're just getting started with these solution stacks as well, and we're all extremely excited to see more developers out there leveraging these to innovate market applications running on our low-power FPGAs out there. So, Hussein, Ashish, and Carl, thank you guys so much for spending this time with us today. It's really been a pleasure to get your insights and your insight knowledge into these applications and what we're really doing out there to help our customers and developers design with these applications with fast time to market solution stacks. So thank you for that. And out there, if you would like to learn more about our wide range of Lattice solution stacks in various markets it's serving, please visit our website at latticesemi.com. And for the latest news, please follow us on Twitter, LinkedIn, and Facebook.
Thank you, Aaron.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thanks,
Okay.
Aaron.